Good morning. We got the Boxster running. Still have to figure out how to don't worry, the window is not broken, but they just don't want to roll up on both sides because the top is not working. So if the computer doesn't see, if the top is not seeing like it's closing or working, those windows won't roll up at all. So meanwhile, it's been over a week. I was trying, because it's my first time, guys, my first time. I was trying to get my hands inside somewhere there to pop the top, but I can't get any access. Some guy can do it. I'm still figuring it out. There's no rush, but anyway, this is done. That's another project. Today we got the Porsche Cayenne here, and the brakes are completely gone, so we're gonna replace the brakes front and back with the new rotor. Those are Porsche original parts. Okay, it's sealed. I'll show you guys later. It's all original parts. It's not an AutoZone, it's not a Napa, it's not an O'Reilly's. It's all Porsche original parts. We do have the the pads. Here we go. It's all Porsche, rear and front, and most of the hardware, new bolts, new brake sensor lights, what's that, few new goodies. I'll figure out what are those for. I think all hardware, new bolts for the caliper, yada yada, whatever. Everyone is here and all the parts is there. Let's go get it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna jack it and then I'm gonna charge the GoPro a little bit, then I can take you guys along how to replace the brakes and the pads front and back and the rotors on a Cayenne. I think this one is a 2021 or 2022, not really sure, but it's due already. They've been driving this baby and they are heavy cars, so they are eating brake pads. Alright, quick in here, show you guys. You grab your, gotta remove those star key, whatever it is. I think this one is a T, here we go, T60. Those are one-time use bolts for the caliper. You undo both and we are good to go. This is out. Top one now. We're also gonna replace the rotor, as I mentioned, because the back has some heavy scoring. Here we go. And those are one-time use bolts. Bye. And just move it. Look at the pads. It's almost metal to metal, guys. Here we go. Let me pull it and place the brake pads, put the new pads in, clean it, and remove the rotor. That should be out. Same as usual brakes, unless you got the ceramic carbon. I never done that, but that's another headache. Hopefully I will get to do that someday. Just like that, the rotor is out. I'll show you guys the brake pads. There it is. No more. Just in time. Alright, let's get this going. To remove those, you just pry it out and like so. I gotta leave the GoPro alone first because there's not enough battery, but I'll take you guys along again when I do the other side. Just put it and clean the entire thing, grease him up as usual, and put the new one on, put the new rotor back, and we should be good to go. We're just gonna have to clean that. And here is also, you gotta put the new sensor in there because that thing is broken in there. Okay, let's see, let's figure it out. That's the wire down there. Right, got the new brake sensor out. That's the new one. The other one was broken in there, so I'm gonna put this on and let's get going. Another day here, another Cayenne S. This is not the V8 turbo like the previous one, but this is another different model. This is a 2.9 here. It's a 2.9 V6, basically a VR, but with a small turbo ski. So as I said previously, earlier, you can see the difference on the size on the turbo. This looks like the same size as the BMW that I mentioned before, the 750i. Little small tiny turbo ski, twin, but I prefer the big one, the single turbo. This is pain to install. It's not that crazy hard, but the drain, the turbo return line, the oil return, has like a small tiny o-ring that it goes in between the block and the return line. It's very pain to install, and one ring might take you like half an hour to install. Then you gotta do both. So side by side comparison, twin turbo ski versus the big single one, like the good size. So I prefer the single one. This is an headache, but here is last one. There we go. Make sure the cap is the correct way, because usually some people does like this, which is not cool. So this is the proper way. Again, V6 and single turbo in the valley. Look at that turbo, guys. It's pretty decent size. It's not crazy big, but this is way better setup than the single, than the twin here. And this will last a little bit longer than the twin, because the twin are working hard because it's so small. So anyway, put the cover back on, press corner, there it is, clean up a little bit, and she's good to go.
There's at least 20 of this down there.
Alright, I'll take you guys along again. So now that first section is out, there's two more, a big one in the center here, and this thing will drop down. One here, there it is. Alright, I'll show you guys where the drain plug is. I think it's a star key, I don't remember, but this is the drain plug, and the new one will come with a completely new washer. So now you don't have to remove this, you just put your stuff in there. Oh, I see some oil leak in here. A brand new car, there's an oil leak. What's that? Oh no, it's a dust. Okay. Alright, so they train it, and that's about it. Brand new car, guys. Alright, let's get. That's the one. T45. I don't even remember, but I just know by the look of it. And I'll show you guys when you pop it. T45 right there. Let me pop it and see if I can take you guys along here. There it is. Woo, that was pretty hard. All this starts dripping now. I'm gonna close it a little bit by the time I get my catch here. Alright, that's about it. I'll take you guys along again later. Here she is. All is draining. The washer is out. Let's go get the new washer. New washer. And fresh oil filter. Let me put the new washer in and we'll do the fresh oil filter in here. Gotta put the bar. Ooh, this thing has been cooking here. Don't you guys go far. I'll try to take you guys along here. Yes. There we go. 3 screws in each side.
There it is. Come on. Don't be finding it. Now, I'll put you guys on this side. Don't forget to put here in there. Open it up because we're gonna put the oil. Now, you can close this. So, and there's a little retainer on the side here. Now, retainer on this side here. She's all done. Put
Oil is going in on my jug here. Alright, I end up using 10 quarts. I'll show you guys right there. Oil level max. Perfect. Start the car and reset service maintenance. She's all good. That's the maintenance diagnostic tools right there. And send it. Alright, she's all good now. Perfectly performed.